Led Zeppelin's In Through the Outdoor, 1979, is often labeled the band's most divisive, and for some fans, their closest brush with a flop, at least creatively, if not commercially. Coming at the tail end of the 1970s, the album arrived during a turbulent period for the band. John Bonham was battling serious personal struggles, Jimmy Page's health was declining, and Robert Plant was still recovering emotionally and physically from the tragic loss of his son. As a result, the album sounded markedly different from the thunderous, guitar-dominated force that defined Led Zeppelin's peak years. Instead, In Through the Outdoor leaned heavily on John Paul Jones's keyboards, pushing synthesizers and electric piano to the forefront, while Page's iconic riffs took a backseat. Tracks like In the Evening and Fool in the Rain showed flashes of experimentation and ambition, but for many longtime fans, the slick production and softer textures felt disconnected from the raw power of earlier classics like Led Zeppelin A4 or Physical Graffiti. Songs such as All My Love, while heartfelt and commercially successful, were criticized for sounding too polished and sentimental for a band once, synonymous with primal rock energy. Even the album's mysterious packaging, released with 6 different cover variants, felt like a distraction from the music itself. Although In Through the Outdoor debuted at #1 and sold millions, its reputation suffered because it symbolized a band losing its internal balance and creative unity. In hindsight, the album feels less like a failure and more like a warning sign, a snapshot of Led Zeppelin struggling to evolve while holding on to their identity. It would ultimately become their final studio album before Bonham's death in 1980, giving it a bittersweet legacy as the sound of a legendary band nearing the end of its journey.